Good morning, squad. Welcome back to MadMizzy Sports Morning Show, the #1 spot for everything sports talk, sports news, sports debate in the morning. Hope y'all had a great Tuesday, Wednesday. We got a beautiful Thursday rundown. Of course, I had to come back. I started off to film my Wednesday show, but Tom Brady ended up retiring later on in the day. So, of course, we got to come back and start it off with the Tom Brady retirement announcement. Is it official this time? Do y'all really think it's for good? Then we go and shift gears over to coaching changes. Got Sean Payton to the Broncos, DeMeco Ryans to the Houston Texans. Should both of them have waited for another opening? Then we go and shift over to the NBA. Since the NBA still continues to have this blowout issue, we had another blowout with the Celtics and Nets last night. I wanted to speak on what's the worst bets that result from these NBA blowouts. So I'm going to speak on what was my worst bet from last night. Then we're going to touch on the NBA games coming on TNT tonight of the Memphis Grizzlies at the Cleveland Cavaliers and the Los Angeles Clippers at the Milwaukee Bucks. Let's get right into it, gang. So the GOAT has finally announced his retirement, saying that it is for good this time. Do I believe that it's for good this time? I'm going to say yes for one simple reason. 10 years, $375 million with Fox Sports waiting for him. That's why it's going to be for good this time. And I know people are going to say, well, he had the contract set up last year. Yeah. And he came back this year to just give it one more shot because he probably still had that itch. But I think he came back this year, and midway through the season, I think he realized he made a mistake by coming back this year. But he's such a competitor. He's such a GOAT. He's going to stick it out. He's going to play his best. He's going to get the Tampa Bay Buccaneers in the playoffs. But you see how they performed in the playoffs? Did you see how they performed against the Dallas Cowboys? They were the worst team in the NFL playoffs this year. Hands down, by far, they were the worst team in the NFL playoffs this year. So, yeah, I think it's official this time. You think about it, 7 rings, more than any other franchise. 6 with the New England Patriots, 1 with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. First all-time in touchdowns, yards, wins, Super Bowl appearances, playoff games and wins, playoff yards, playoff touchdowns. He is #1 all-time in all of those categories. The dude is the GOAT, the most accomplished quarterback in the history of the game, the most accomplished team player in the history of the game because he got 7 rings. Compared to Michael having 6. I don't want to bring up Bill Russell and his 11 rings when there was only 11 teams in the league. We're not going to do that. You get what I'm saying? It had to been close to the game that we see now for us to really take it in. You get what I'm saying? Like, I'm not giving the Boston Celtics beating the who was they playing? The Philadelphia Warriors, and like, come on, bro. Like, they not even the Philadelphia Warriors no more. Like, no, we're not going to do that. So for me, it's between Tom Brady and Michael Jordan. Of course, you got the captain Derek Jeter in the tuck, but I feel like Tom Brady and Michael Jordan brought more individually to the game. So to me, I'm a side towards Tom Brady and what he's achieved, the ultimate team sport of football, just being the ultimate leader. That dude is, man, thank you, bro. You feel what I'm saying? 23-year career and just brought so much competition. Me being a Peyton Manning fan, it just brought so much debate, so much fire, so much enjoyment, so much high-level competition to the game. You get what I'm saying? Thank you, Tom Brady. Thank you, man. Enjoy your retirement. Let's move on to the coaching changes in the NFL. You got Sean Payton officially signing to the Denver Broncos, and then you got DeMeco Ryans officially signing to the Houston Texans to be their new head coaches moving forward. Should both of them have waited? You look at Sean Payton going to the Denver Broncos, you're going to go up against, well, we don't know who the Las Vegas Raiders going to get because Derek Carr's out of there and Tom Brady just retired. But you still going to have to go up against Justin Herbert and Patrick Mahomes. 2 young thugs. You get what I'm saying? And I'm going to touch on Kellen Moore before I end off this subject. But you got Kellen Moore coming over there to the Los Angeles Chargers. I think that's going to unlock Justin Herbert in that offense even more with Mike Williams, Keenan Allen, Austin Eckler. You get what I'm saying? So for me, I was definitely surprised that Sean Payton took the job with the Denver Broncos, especially then we look at how Russell Wilson performed last year. He must have a real high level of confidence in his coaching ability to bring back Russell Wilson close to being able to compete with Justin Herbert and Patrick Mahomes on a consistent basis. But I mean, I guess they did have 2 close games with the Denver Broncos. Maybe he looked at that. I mean, with the Kansas City Chiefs, maybe Sean Payton looked at that. But to me, I think Sean Payton should have waited. Looking at DeMeco Ryans, I'm going to say I think he probably should have waited because we would have continued to win with my San Francisco 49ers. Our defense is still young. It's not like his candidacy would have dropped if he would have came back to my San Francisco 49ers for another year. And then you look at the Houston Texans. Who do they have over there? Davis Mills? You feel what I'm saying? Like, come on, bro. I don't know who they have on the defense. I don't know who they got on. Well, they got Dameon Pierce on the offense, the running back. He was running hard. I like Dameon Pierce out there. But other than that, who do they have? You get what I'm saying? And not to mention that, let's also add in the aspect of them not treating minority coaches in a proper way and giving them a true opportunity to build their team and have a chance to win. You get what I'm saying? Lovie Smith is out of there after a year. What did y'all expect them to do? You get what I'm saying? So, I mean, I think DeMeco probably should have waited. You got to take the opportunity when the opportunity is given to you when it comes to DeMeco Ryans. So maybe that's the way he was looking at it. But to me, Sean Payton definitely probably should have waited. But then, I mean, what is he waiting for? You get what I'm saying? What is he waiting for? So, hey, you got to take the opportunities when the opportunities are given. So let's see how Sean Payton and DeMeco Ryans do. To me, I want to touch on Kellen Moore and him going to the Los Angeles Chargers, though. I think that might be the biggest move of the offseason as far as coaching changes goes, because I feel like it's going to really unlock Justin Herbert. Justin Herbert is an extreme, immense talent, but he has to get, I don't know, better, consistent. They have to get more creative on offense. They need to be explosive. I don't know why we sit there and we watch them and they put up 24 points every time. You get what I'm saying? Every time they on prime time, they putting up 24 points. Bro, where's the explosion at? You get what I'm saying? So, to me, they got to figure that out, and I think it is going to have something to do with Kellen Moore and how he devises plans in the red zone. I think that's where the Los Angeles Chargers could get a lot better. So, I like that move for the Los Angeles Chargers. Let's shift gears from the NFL to the NBA, though. NBA's worst bets on Wednesday night. Now, I wanted to bring this segment in because I just was falling off of the basketball because it's just been so many blowouts, especially when you talk about the prime time games. We had 2 blowouts last night. I think the Phoenix Suns got blew out too in the second game last night. So to me, my worst bet yesterday, I don't know about y'all, but my worst bet yesterday was betting on the Celtics-Nets game and the scoring output from 5 different players. Now, I got the scoring output I expected from all 3 Celtics players, but Kyrie Irving and Nick Claxton sold me out. Nick Claxton was supposed to get 15 or more. He ended up with 9, and Kyrie Irving was supposed to end up, well, I bet that he would end up with 25 or more. He ended up with 20. I probably should have bet that Kyrie was going to come back down to a little median since he was scoring damn near 30, 35, 40 points a game for the past week. You feel what I'm saying? But to me, it was just like they weren't engaged from the beginning, so that's kind of why I got away. I feel like even if they were a little bit closer and they pulled away in the fourth quarter, I would have got my bets. I would have knocked that parlay through the freaking park. You feel what I'm saying? Nick Claxton would have got his 15. Kyrie would have got his 25 easily, but they were sitting the whole fourth quarter. You get what I'm saying? Like, damn. You feel me? Messed my whole money up. Let me know what y'all worst bet was from last night, because to me, that Nets Celtics one was a mind blower. You feel what I'm saying? I'm looking at the score. It's 46-16 in the first quarter. My cousin sent me the score. I'm like, oh my god. I text him. I'm glad I ain't take that parlay. I'm checking my tickets. I took the parlay. So now I'm just, come on, Kai. Hit a 3, baby. Go snap mode in the third or something. You feel what I'm saying? Then it's like, oh, I still got to depend on Nick Claxton. It was a bad joint, y'all. It was a bad joint. Let's move on, though. Let's break down the primetime games coming on TNT tonight. You got the Memphis Grizzlies at the Cleveland Cavaliers, and you got the Los Angeles Clippers at the Milwaukee Bucks. What am I seeing from these games? Let's start off with the first game. Memphis lost 4 of the last 5. Cleveland lost 3 of the last 5 games. Memphis Grizzlies won the first meeting over the Cleveland Cavaliers, I believe 114, 113, something like that. I see another tightly contested matchup between 2 teams that need a win badly to get back on the winning streak, especially with Memphis. I mean, Memphis is ahead of the pack that's all bunched up in the West, but they have to keep pace with the Denver Nuggets. They want to keep pace with the Denver Nuggets. And then you got the Cleveland Cavaliers over there wanting to keep pace in that Eastern Conference. They both are not in the middle of the pack, but they have to keep pace with the best teams in their conference. So I'm looking for a tightly contested matchup. I'm going to lean towards the Cleveland Cavaliers since they are at home though tonight. I'm going to go 116, 113 Cleveland Cavaliers over the Memphis Grizzlies. Then let's switch over to the Clippers at Bucks game to end off the night. We got LA won 4 of the last 5 games. Bucks won 5 of the last 5 games. And this is their first time meeting this regular season. So to me, what am I expecting from this game? You got the Los Angeles Clippers rounding into that team that we expected them to be when they first got Paul George and Kawhi Leonard together. Then you had the pandemic come, and then Kawhi gets hurt, then PG hurt, then Kawhi hurt, then PG hurt. So they both finally back on the floor. They both clicking. They won 4 of the last 5 games, finally rounding into form. But the Milwaukee Bucks are the Milwaukee Bucks. The Milwaukee Bucks are the NBA champions 2 years ago, 2 years removed. You get what I'm saying? So Giannis has figured that out. Middleton is back out there. Drew Holiday is out there. They're rounding back into that championship form. I think they're going to go out there. They're going to send a message. I see a 109-101 win dominantly on defense. You think about Brook Lopez and then Giannis Antetokounmpo protecting that rim area. So I see a lot of perimeter shots from the Los Angeles Clippers, and I see the Milwaukee Bucks dominating that interior. Chris Middleton and Drew Holiday doing anything on the perimeter. Give me the Bucks 109-101 over the Los Angeles Clippers. Let me know what y'all think, though. Tom Brady, the GOAT, bad, retires. Is it for good, though? Do y'all think it's for good? What do y'all think about the coaching changes in the NFL? Should Sean Payton and DeMeco Ryans have waited? And is Kellen Moore the best move of all the coaching changes so far in the offseason? Then what was y'all NBA's worst bet from last night? I know all of us are into the parlays and betting on sports on FanDuel and DraftKings, so let me know what was y'all worst bet from Wednesday night. And then who do y'all have in the primetime matchups coming on TNT tonight? Are the Memphis Grizzlies at the Cleveland Cavaliers and the Los Angeles Clippers at the Milwaukee Bucks? MadMizzy Sports Morning Show. Like, comment, share, subscribe, listen, alert. MizzyWorld Entertainment. Gang.